ChatGPT window that will let you upload all your medical records and through chat, connect to all your health apps like Apple Health, MyFitnessPal, and a few others. Chat will combine all your historical data, all your current data, and make recommendations. Of course, 40 million people a day already ask Chat billions of health questions. The issue is that there are no laws to safeguard all your information. And the question is always, how can your personal data be used against you? Let me count the ways. Stay tech ahead with my free newsletter. Sign up at getkim.com. Every business is asking the same question. How do we make AI work for us? The possibilities are endless, and guessing is too risky. Sitting on the sidelines is not an option. Your competitors are already making their move. This is exactly the solution I'd turn to. With NetSuite by Oracle, you can put AI to work today. As the #1 AI cloud ERP, trusted by over 43,000 businesses, it brings your financials, inventory, commerce, HR, and CRM together into one single source of truth, making your AI smarter. It doesn't guess, it knows. It automates routine tasks, delivers insights, cuts costs, and powers fast AI decisions. Now with NetSuite's AI connector, you can take the AI you already trust and connect it straight to your business. This is not an add-on tool. It's built into the system that runs your business. NetSuite helps you stay ahead. Right now, get their free business guide, Demystifying AI, at netsuite.com/Kim. The guide is free at netsuite.com/Kim, netsuite.com/Kim.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics. With 18 providers and 3 locations, someone can see you today.
It's Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show. Whether it's the guests or the callers, Talkback is where Central Louisiana begins its conversation.
It's Monday already. Can you believe it? Welcome on in, everyone, to Talkback here on KSYL. I'm Al Quartermont along with Stephen Maxwell as we get you ready for your work week and hope you had a great weekend. Stephen, it's cold outside.
It's pretty chilly.
It is.
30-something.
It is. But it should be a pretty nice day, sunshine-wise. We'll warm up a little bit over the next couple of days. This isn't bad to compare to how it could be, but you're going to want to have a coat on today for sure. Maybe warm up the vehicle before you go out. Do you warm up your car before you get out on a cold day?
No.
No? Okay. All right.
Mine is, I don't have the fancy push to start one, so I kind of have to just, I'm not going to go down there twice.
I got you.
Yeah,
yeah, it's true. Because you live in an apartment, right?
Down the steps, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of a pain.
It's not too bad, though.
Not too bad?
It's got to be cold.
Yeah.
To do that.
Yeah. Maybe it is cold outside.
My wife's got the car with the push to start and the heated seats and living it up.
Yeah. All right. Well, if there's any question as to why, I mean, you know that Major League Baseball is my favorite sport, but if there's any question as to why the NFL continues to be the ratings dominator and the revenue cash cow, it was the football of this weekend. You had 6 wild card weekend games, as they call them, and 5 of them were just simply great football to watch. Last night's game with the Chargers and the Patriots, not a great game to watch just because the Chargers, they really couldn't get any offense going. But it was still a decent game to watch. But the other 5 that you had this weekend were just incredible. And so here we are after 1 week of playoffs. Next week, we've got the divisional round. Yeah, playoffs. Next week's the divisional round. And then you go to the championship round and then the Super Bowl. So we're starting to quickly run out of football to watch, which is another concern.
I didn't watch any of the games. I just made sure the Eagles and the Packers lost, and I at least got that.
Wait, you root for the Packers to lose?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Well, they're just aggravating to me.
You don't like the Packers?
Mm-mm.
What? That's almost un-American.
I hate Green Bay.
Wow.
I hate Eagles even more.
Well, I know you hated the Eagles.
Eagles, Giants. I hate San Francisco more than I hate Green Bay.
Wow.
But I hate I hate Philly more than San Francisco, so I had to go for San Francisco.
I would be totally fine with seeing the 49ers go all the way to the Super Bowl.
I wouldn't.
I like Brock Purdy. that team has overcome a ton of injuries this year, and then lo and behold, yesterday their star tight end blows out his Achilles tendon, so they won't have him for the rest of the playoffs.
It's because of the EMFs at Levi Stadium.
You've seen that, huh?
Yeah.
That's right next to it, I guess.
Yeah.
Is like a giant kind of power center or something that puts out a ton of EMF signals, and there are theories that that's why they have so many injuries with that franchise.
Maybe it's because they're Satan's spawn. I don't know.
I really don't know that many people that hate the 49ers, but you are
I'm
one
a
of
Cowboys fan.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
You weren't even born when that happened.
No, they beat us like 4 playoffs in a row.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
And there's always that, who's going to get the 6th Super Bowl first.
Mm-hmm.
So if they win another one, they're going to have one more than Dallas, and that's just going to irritate me.
How many will they have then?
6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Dallas
has
has 5?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But Jerry Jones says he wants to add 3 more while he's running the team.
You never know.
I do know. He'll add 0.
Yeah, probably so.
And then the Packers lost to the Bears 31-27, a game in which the Packers gave up 25 points in the fourth quarter. You talk about a monumental collapse. That was brutal to watch. I mean, I've gotten to the point in my life where, other than baseball and the Brewers, I don't let my heart live and die with my sports teams because it's just not worth it. There's so many other great things about life to worry about.
But sounds like somebody who puts his heart on his sleeve for sports.
No, just baseball.
It's like you're trying to convince yourself.
No, I really don't.
No.
But I felt the whole time they were going to lose that game. I could just sense it.
Mm.
And it's unbelievable. So
Who do they play next? The Bears?
The Bears. All right. As we look at the divisional round coming up, we've got on Saturday the 49ers and the Seahawks. And then we have the Bills and the Broncos. So they haven't set the times yet for those games. You have basically 2 West Coast games. So I imagine one will be in the afternoon, one will be at night, late afternoon. And then the other side of the bracket, you're going to have either the Steelers or the Texans. They play tonight on a Monday Night Football wildcard game. Yeah. So they'll play tonight, and then whoever wins that game, the Steelers or the Texans, will face the Patriots, and then the other game will be the Rams taking on the Bears. Can you root for the Rams?
Yeah, I don't care about that team or the Bears. I'd like to see the Bears go, actually.
You would?
Yeah, just to see something different.
It would be different.
And then they'll lose the Super Bowl and be brokenhearted again.
You like a quarterback who paints his fingernails? Is that what you're telling me?
Does he still do that?
Yeah, I believe so.
Interesting. Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever floats your boat.
I'll give him credit. He played really well in the second half on Saturday. It's amazing. The Bears do this every game. They stink in the first half, and then they make these comebacks in the second half. But I feel like it's going to come back to bite them. And the Rams are a kind of team that could do that. Rams barely survived the Panthers. That game was wild, too. My poor sister, she lives near Charlotte, and so her kids, and now she, via living there, Panther fans. And she texts me, she's like, I swear the NFL is fixed.
They were 8-9.
Because the Panthers played good defense like the whole game, and then that last drive, they just went into that soft prevent, and the Rams went boom, 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 touchdown, game over. That's the most aggravating thing ever.
Yeah. Well, they weren't a good team. They were 8-9.
No. But they were good against good teams. That's what's so funny. Like, when you look at their wins, they came against some of the better teams. When you look at their losses, they came against some of the worst teams. So, strange. Jaguars lost to the Bills. Everyone's saying that for Josh Allen, this is his window, his opportunity, simply because the Chiefs aren't in the playoffs this year. So he doesn't have to contend against Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and the officials for a change.
You know, the Bills are genuinely cursed, though. It's not going to happen.
Yeah. They barely got past the Jaguars. Jaguars are tough.
Who goes to 4 Super Bowls in a row
and lose
and doesn't win a single one?
I know.
It's not going to happen.
But
it's
at least
over.
they got there.
There's
something to be said for that.
Yeah, no one remembers except me.
Yeah.
My team beat them.
The game they really should have won was the one where the Giants got the last-second field goal.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Wide,
no,
wide
they-
right Norwood.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they missed the field goal.
Wasn't it Norwood?
Yeah, Scott
Yeah.
Norwood.
Man, that sucks. Still know his name, too.
Really? Yep. Maybe the inspiration for the Laces Out guy in Ace Ventura.
Oh, I don't remember that.
You never saw Ace Ventura?
Oh, yeah, a long time ago.
Finkel?
It just didn't stick with me like everybody else, I guess.
Ray Finkel?
Mm-mm.
Laces Out, Dan. It's a great movie.
Better than Stripes, huh?
No, never going to go that far. But in its own right, it's a good movie.
Well, what'd you do this weekend besides watch football?
What did I do this weekend besides watch football? Well, my daughter's family, the one that lives in Ecuador, they're getting ready to go back next Tuesday, a week from tomorrow. So they actually came down to Shreveport to visit my other daughter, stay for Friday and Saturday. So we went up to Shreveport and kind of hung out there. Friday night,
Did you go to Gibbons?
I did not go to Gibbons.
Oh, man.
I know, we almost always go there.
Strawn's?
There's only one. We only went out to eat at one place. Is it called India's? It's like the Indian.
I'm sure you hated that.
Bro, I didn't eat one single thing. But you know what I did do?
You walked across the street to Strawn's?
Yes. And got me a delicious grilled ham and cheese with French fries and slice of pie.
Slice of strawberry pie.
Not strawberry. I love their chocolate pie.
You've got to be kidding me.
I love their chocolate
Do
pie.
you not like strawberries?
Yeah, I do.
That is the best thing
Yeah. I
in
just like
North
the chocolate
Louisiana. Oh, Strawn's strawberry pie.
I just love that
God,
place.
that's good.
If I lived in Shreveport, I'd probably eat there every day.
You did you talk with the owner?
No, I didn't see him.
Well, you should next time you go.
Yeah, I know he's kind of a character.
He's a character. He's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But our poor little granddaughter got sick that night, so
What you got? The flu?
it seemed like a little 24-hour flu.
Mm.
So
It's going around crazy.
she didn't get to say goodbye to the cousins. That's what she calls them, the cousins.
Who, Ella?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She got sick.
Oh, I hate that.
I know. It's nothing worse than seeing a little kid get sick.
Yeah. They're resilient, though.
They are.
They'll get
They
up
get
and
over
start playing, and the dads will still be sick with it,
Yeah.
whining
sure.
in bed. So,
Kids are like that. They're resilient.
yeah.
They get over it.
You're just taking away from their playtime.
He came around. He started talking a few weeks later.
Yeah.
One of the best lines ever. But no, that's what we did. We drove up there Friday, just kind of hung around at the house, and it was craziness. and then Saturday went out to eat at the Indian place.
You seem enthused. Al, if you don't know Al hates being adventurous with food. He is the true, like, American
I am.
diet person.
I am.
Yeah. Meat, cheese, and you can leave the rest behind.
Oh, potatoes too.
What do you not like Indian food about? Just like the spices or too many greens on the plate or something?
Well, there's no beef. I mean, that's the number one issue. I'm like,
You don't like chicken?
chicken's okay. I got to be in the mood for it.
I forgot. Yeah, they don't have beef, do they?
No, it's
Interesting.
It's
I
like-
never ate there when I was in
Really?
Shreveport.
Never.
Mark would always talk about it. And
Mhm.
We just never went. So,
That's their go-to place.
yeah. I was a Gibbons guy.
Yeah.
And
Gibbons
Key
is
Mexico is a great place.
Which one?
Key Mexico.
Okay.
It's like a
Yeah.
unique Mexican. It's kind of Mexican, right?
Yeah.
And then there's a couple other Strawn's. They have the best pho there, too. It's not far from Strawn's. It's good.
I've never eaten pho.
Forget about it. So good.
Got to be careful saying that.
You know, in Shreveport, they used to have a place. And I'm not joking, because I made jokes about it for like 20 years.
Mhm.
That word, and then king.
Yeah. It was the pho. King was the second part of it.
I'm not joking. That was the name of the place. So me and my family stopped there, and I was a young kid, so I made jokes for years. I don't think it's open anymore.
Wasn't that the kid that saw the goat in that viral video?
What?
Have you ever seen that one?
I don't remember.
Little British kid. It's a goat. It's a sleeping goat.
No, man.
Now, Shreveport actually is low-key pretty cool.
For food, it's really good.
Yeah. It's got a lot of good things up there. I feel like there's something else I was going to bring up to you that I thought was cool about it, but forgetting.
We actually miss it sometimes.
Yeah.
We love Shreveport. Yeah.
You know what pizza place I like too is Marco's.
Marco's is fantastic.
It is good.
Yeah.
We need a Marco's here.
Do they have one in Shreveport?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think it might be in Bossier.
Okay. Because
But
we were in Panama City, we eat that all the time.
the last time we were up in Shreveport, that's what we ordered in pizza.
Marco's is very good.
Yeah.
For like a chain pizza
Mhm.
place.
Mhm.
It's very good.
Speaking of restaurants, whoo! The big ribbon cutting for
Oh, okay.
Olive Garden Friday.
Well, I wonder if anyone's camped out at the Olive Garden this morning. If you see
Is
it,
it
let me
open
know.
today?
Yeah, it opens today at noon or 11. And
I'm gonna have the hot, unpopular take. I think Olive Garden food is mid.
oh my God, Al. Don't go on the radio calling our prized possession mid.
You know it's true,
No, I like it.
bro. Johnny Carino's. I like that.
They were so different. They're both good in their own respect.
I can't believe they tore it down. I'll never be able to dip my bread in oil and garlic again.
I'm sure if you asked them nicely, they can crack you some pepper and put some olive oil on a plate, and you can dip the breadsticks in it.
Oh,
I did love Johnny Carino's, though, too.
yeah.
The chicken bow tie festival
Yeah,
pasta.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good. And the bread was good. But I'm telling you, one of my favorite
I'm
chain
making
things is
I'm making a
breadstick
prediction
salad.
right now. I probably won't visit Olive Garden in the next year.
Well, everyone's saying that, so I think everyone's thinking that, and no one's going to go. And so you could probably go.
Oh, it's gonna be like the old Yogi Berra line. Nobody goes there because it's too crowded.
Yeah, exactly. That's what everyone's saying right now.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm
Olive
still bummed that my Logan's restaurant closed. That was my go-to place.
Garden.
Get a good steak. Not many people are there. I guess that was the problem, basically.
Yeah, Texas Roadhouse. It could. I swear, if they opened up on Christmas morning, it would be packed.
Yeah.
It's just always packed,
Yeah.
always,
Yeah.
and that's good. I love Texas Roadhouse.
Right.
Wife and I went there a couple weeks ago, but
Mhm.
yeah, exciting stuff, Al. But Olive Garden is opening in Alexandria.
What time do they open today? 11?
11, I think.
11.
There's been a couple people who've gotten like the VIP experience the past
Okay.
couple days
Oh,
where
yeah.
you get in with
Yeah.
family and friends, and
Yeah.
I think people are excited. I got in Friday. Looks good. Looks nice.
Yeah.
So,
Looks like an
Going-
Olive Garden.
looks like an Olive Garden. Go enjoy yourself, and like the mayor said, you better support it for after asking for 45 years.
No kidding.
Yeah. So, and then of
That-
course everyone is.
That whole phenomenon has just been so bizarre.
Well, it's just a joke. Like it almost
It really
became a
kind of
joke.
was a joke that
Yeah.
all of a sudden people start taking seriously.
Like if only we had an Olive Garden,
Yeah.
this would happen.
Yeah.
And look, we got it. Congratulations.
And Brian Blackwell never calls our show anymore, and this would have been his moment.
Well, I hear from him once in a while. He's a busy guy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he is.
he can message us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wonder if there's people online yet. That'd be hilarious. I thought about doing it myself, like doing a whole video where I stream live, like
Yeah.
I get there at 2 a.m. or something.
Yeah. Hilarious would be one word for it.
But then I forgot I have a kid and I have to be home.
You have a wife.
Speaking of which, spent the whole weekend. I was like, I'm blocking off my schedule. I'm not doing anything else except potty training this child.
Did it work?
We made a lot of progress.
Well, good.
We almost came to fisticuffs a couple times. But I was like, we're not leaving this house. We're just potty training for 2.5
Dang.
days.
Well, she is almost 3.
Yeah. Yeah. She's 2.5. 2.5, almost 3.
She
So,
3 in March?
Yeah.
See, I remember when your kid was born.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the phones on the BOM Bank talk line. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Speaking of food, you probably mentioned this before. Maybe I just missed it or forgot, but and then I'll hang up and listen. But do you know why all the Burger Kings around Elliott closed? And I appreciate the good show, and I'll hang up and listen.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Why all the Burger Kings closed?
Al still goes to one.
Yeah,
Which one is that?
it's actually in Pineville.
Pineville.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm assuming the market wasn't there.
I don't know if it was the market, as maybe couldn't find the employees to
Could
staff
be.
it.
I honestly don't know.
And I gotta say, I feel for these franchise owners of restaurants. It's got to be tough to find people because A friend of mine and I went to eat breakfast the other day at a restaurant that'll be unnamed. And I watched the person working the front counter for the 45 minutes they were there, never once engaged in even a single word to the probably 30 or so customers that came through. I was like, this is why Elon Musk's robots will be replacing all of these people very shortly. At least when you go through the Taco Bell drive-thru, you get a nice AI experience.
Oh, it's going to happen.
It is.
And we might be one of the last areas, but it's going to happen.
I'm like, just like basic human courtesy and interaction is something you can't even perform. What are we even doing?
And you always hear people say that, well, it's never going to happen in our industry and it's never going to happen here. Oh, yeah. It's going to happen.
Definitely.
It's a matter of time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they'll have an AI robot replace both of us. It'll be way smarter and way funnier and way more engaging.
Well, that's not hard to do.
A friend of mine has two phones, and he'll do a thing where he has the AI on one and the AI on the other, and he starts a conversation between the two of them and just listens and falls asleep to it.
Yeah. What?
Yes.
Interesting. That reminds me of those videos where people would get a takeout order on one and a takeout order on the other, and they would like talk to each other back and forth, and it was usually like Chinese restaurant, and they would talk, but they didn't know they were both trying to order. It's so funny.
Oh boy!
If you're watching our live stream right now, Al is frozen, and it looks like that's his face he makes whenever he sees Strawn's chocolate pie. Oh, you got rid of it. Oh,
sorry. I don't know why this computer does that. Like every 2 minutes, it freezes my face.
I don't know. But Olive Garden opening up today, big day in America.
Woo!
And so go enjoy it and support your other Italian joints too, like Verona and the others.
And I won't see you there. So.
You're just not a big Italian guy, are you?
Oh, I love Italian food.
Well, I've never seen you go there.
To where?
An Italian place.
Didn't we go to that Verona one time? It was years ago, though.
Maybe.
Pretty sure we did.
Maybe it was for like a TV station event.
You know what? Actually, I kind of wish we had here too. They have them throughout the Midwest. Fazoli's. It's like fast food Italian. It's fantastic.
We had one up in Seattle when we lived there.
Okay. Yeah.
It was like, I don't remember what it was.
It's good.
Spaghetti Factory.
And you get like unlimited breadsticks there too.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, everyone except Al, go have fun.
I'm the Olive Garden Scrooge.
Yeah, you're the Italian ranch or something.
Humbug.
I want Mama's fresh Italian. I don't want nothing else.
Exactly. All right, we're back right after this.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics. With 18 providers and 3 locations, someone can see you today.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Amazon is planning a Walmart-style big box store near Chicago. The retailer would sell groceries and general merchandise. The company has been struggling to find the right formula for in-person shopping under the Amazon brand. If approved by officials, Amazon could begin construction later this year. The Trump administration dramatically escalated its attacks on the Federal Reserve. Chair Jay Powell says the central bank has been served grand jury subpoenas from the Justice Department. This is fueling concerns over central bank autonomy in setting interest rates and triggering declines in stock index futures. And shares of Shake Shack are tumbling. The burger chain reported fourth quarter sales that came in below Wall Street expectations. The results are likely to add concerns that the fast casual eateries are set for another challenging year. Consumers have been weighed down by higher prices and weakness in the job market, so they've been eating out less. Courtney Donahoe, Bloomberg Radio.
A new year means time to do more, discover more, and have more fun. At Rapides Parish Library, there's always something happening. Story times, book clubs, classes, tech help, and exciting events for all ages happening every day. Whether you want to learn, connect, or just escape into a great book, it's all waiting for you. Make visiting your library part of your New Year's resolution. Visit rpl.org to see all the events happening daily.
What a great way to start the week. Good morning. Our forecast calls for partly sunny skies today. Afternoon highs near 55 degrees. The wind, little of any factor at all today. Partly cloudy tonight. We'll back down to about 33 for the overnight low. And then partly sunny on Tuesday. We'll warm up a little bit. Afternoon highs near 60 degrees. And by Wednesday, afternoon high temps will climb back up to 63. From the Cenla Broadcasting Weather Center, I'm Dave Gratian.
If you'd like to take part in the show today, call the BOM Bank Talk line at 442-8255. That's 442-TALK. And remember, if you're looking to purchase or refinance your home, call Christina Bagwell at the BOM Bank Mortgage Department at 448-2430.
It's Talkback, 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
I saw where Harlow's posted a picture yesterday of their mini king cakes.
Oh, nice. Got to go check that out.
You need to stop by. Yeah, it's like in one of those little plastic containers. Just a little.
Oh, nice.
I would say maybe a little bigger than cupcake size, it looked like.
I'm going to go there because, look, I'm a huge king cake guy. Probably my favorite dessert.
I know it is.
And there's two things holding me back. One, $40 a king cake. It's where everyone's doing it. I get it.
Yeah.
But just for me, it's kind of ridiculous. And two, I'll end up eating the whole thing. And I won't feel better about myself.
I noticed the one you got at Outwoods the other day. I got exactly 0 pieces of it.
Well, it's not fresh the next day, Al.
Well, I didn't get it the first day either.
Well, I mean, I got it after the radio show.
You could have brought it by the school.
Oh, yeah.
If you thought of me.
Well, maybe you can bring by some...
If you cared.
Dessert. I was always going to places like, I ate at this exotic restaurant. And I was like, thanks for the invite.
What exotic restaurant?
I don't know. Olive Garden? I don't know. But isn't...
About as exotic as I get would be Mandarin, probably.
Oh, dude. That sounds so good.
It does.
That's kind of our go-to.
Beef with broccoli.
Dude, hot and sour soup.
Yeah.
Especially today with those little crispies.
A couple of times I've just gone where I only order the hot and sour soup, the large.
Mm-hmm.
The thing is like the small is like a little cup, which you always want more. But have you ever gotten the large?
Oh, yeah. It's insane. Yeah.
It's like a half gallon of soup.
It is.
You're like, how am I going to eat all this?
That generally might be one of my favorite things in town. That hot and sour soup with those little crispy things.
Yeah.
With the sweet and sour sauce, and you put them all together.
You got to avoid the yellow stuff. Just the red.
Yeah, whatever that is. Horseradish. They call it spicy mustard. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's okay. But after a while, I'm just give me more of the red sauce.
Right.
Isn't the steak gorgonzola pasta, isn't that an Olive Garden thing? Because that's fantastic. Yeah, I don't remember.
Might be.
Oh, it's good.
Is it?
Yeah. I don't know if they have it anymore.
You're recommending that one?
Yeah. I don't know if you like blue cheese stuff. Gorgonzola.
You know I love blue cheese.
Well, then you might like it. Isn't gorgonzola pretty much the same thing?
I don't know.
Yeah. It's good.
You know what I like blue cheese on?
A wedge salad?
That's it. Bingo.
Yeah. We should do a Al and Steven Eats segment.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing you were talking about. Like the king cakes are $40. That's the going market. However, you happen to have a camera and you can go around and do stories on it, each place that does king cakes. And I'm pretty sure they're going to give you at least a slice, if not a whole king cake.
Well, yeah, that just makes me feel douchey.
What's that?
Hey, came in film. Give me some free stuff.
You could be like the Gerald Grunig of Cenla.
I saw him at Sweet Joy the other day.
Oh,
or was
there?
like a replay of one.
Oh, okay.
He might have replayed
I
it
was
from
going to
last
say,
year.
if he was in town and didn't call me.
Well, he posted it yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah.
Theirs
are fantastic too.
Yeah.
Everyone's just kind of different.
Yeah.
You know, I love Atwood's. It's probably one of my favorites. And then you have Sweet Joy's, which is fantastic. Love the wedding cake.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have OLS Cookie Jar, the cherry bourbon.
Yeah.
Is one of my favorite things of all time. So each one has their own thing.
Right.
Harlow's is fantastic as well. There's a bunch.
Yeah.
Hard to name them all.
Yeah. And then
Dose Vita.
We used to have that bakery over in Vernon Parish in Leesville, but I don't think they're there anymore.
Oh, what was that called?
Yeah.
Sugar Mama's. I've had their cakes before. That's in Ball.
Yeah.
Some of the best cakes. Never had their king cake, so I got to check that out. So lots of good ones. They were Freedom Bakery, I think they used to be.
Freedom Bakery?
Yeah.
Oh, this Freedom Bakery isn't there anymore?
Well, they changed their name.
Oh.
Sugar Mamas.
Okay. Well, I thought Sugar Mamas is across the street from where Freedom was.
Okay, don't hold me to this, but I'm pretty sure they're the same people.
All right.
Like they had a rebrand.
Somebody might know. If you do, 318-442-8255.
But for my birthday a couple of years ago,
it's hard to keep up with things in the town of Ball these days.
Let me tell you. They had this peanut butter cake with chocolate icing.
Oh.
Good gosh.
Oh.
It was Baby Yoda themed for my birthday a couple years.
Really?
My friends got it for me. It was good. Yeah.
Stephen loves his Baby Yoda.
I do. We taught Sophia how to say Yoda, one of her first things. So she's always like, that's Yoda. I was like, no, Sophia, that's Grogu. Get it right.
Gonna have to school that girl and all the names on Star Wars.
That's right.
I can't even keep up. I can't keep up with what was the difference? Boba Fett or Jango Fett? Which is which?
Well, Jango's kind of his dad.
Jango was the clone dad.
Yes.
And Boba was the clone kid.
Jango is who all the clones were modeled after.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay. So if they all took their helmets off, they all look like him.
Yes.
Interesting.
With their own little flavor.
Okay.
Cloning's not an exact science, Al.
Okay. Apparently not. Just think we could clone ourselves and just sit back and let them anchor the show.
Mm-hmm. You would miss it.
Yeah, I would.
Mm-hmm. You could have a radio Al, TV Al. So if you cloned yourself, you could go and work in television.
Yeah.
Technically, you weren't that's not you, so.
Technically, something to think about. All right.
I didn't see him mention being a Similar Update reporter clone.
That's what you need. So you can be more than one place at the same time.
That's right.
At least two places at once.
That's right. No, we need you to do it.
Oh, okay.
Can be my junior reporter.
Okay.
Now the turntables.
junior reporter. Okay, we're back right after this.
KSYL.
You too could have a beautiful smile in as little as 12 weeks. Exclusive to Today's Dental in Pineville. Virtual Align Clear Aligners. The fastest, most convenient, affordable way to straighten your teeth for people on the go. Plus, they're invisible. No one will know you're doing it. Experience the virtual Align difference. Call Today's Dental at 448-4540. It's a general dental facility on Highway 28 East in Pineville, owned by Dr. Jonas Goche. 448-4540.
Do you always have sports betting on your mind? Sometimes you ignore the signs, even when they're right in front of you. Problem gambling isn't always easy to spot. Know the signs. Set your limit. Learn more about healthy gambling habits by visiting gamblingsignsla.org or by texting or calling 877-770-STOP for free confidential help now.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYL. Now back to Talk Back.
All right, going a little disco era on you right there. That's pretty cool. All right, Stephen, I know that one of the hallmarks of your educational career was how good you were at doing homework. I mean, probably no one better, really, when you think about it.
One of the best.
Yeah. So, therefore, I know you probably wouldn't have enjoyed going to LaSalle Parish Schools because they announced, I believe over the weekend or late last week, that they are going to be moving away from homework assignments. Superintendent Jonathan Garrett, some of you remember him from his time here in Rapides Parish, put out a statement saying research shows homework does not significantly improve academic success and can actually increase stress for students and families. He notes that their students already spend full, focused days learning in the classroom. They want their time outside of school to include rest, family, reading for pleasure, creativity, and real-world experiences. And so he says, we feel the more kids have those experiences away from us, the more productive will be their time with us. So he says, assures that it doesn't mean they're lowering expectations, but rather it will challenge them to make the most of instructional time during the school day. Teachers will continue to provide high-quality lessons, allow time for practice, and give feedback in class. Thoughts?
Well, the only study they needed to look at was just ask me. I could have told them that 30 years ago. I don't know. I'm sure there's someone out there who would correct me on this, who teaches and educates. But it just makes logical sense that you're at school 8 to 9 hours a day.
Yep.
And you're going to send me home with homework?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Right.
It's insane. Maybe for like a special project here and there,
right.
I could see.
Yeah.
Like if you want to do the social studies fair, or you're writing stuff to be student of the year. I don't know. But give me a break.
Yeah, I was thinking back to when I was in school many, many moons ago, way back in the late 60s.
I don't know if I can count that many moons.
Actually, that is true. I started in the late 60s. My kindergarten year started in 1969, I guess.
Good year.
Yeah, that's true. But throughout my whole academic career through high school, I'm like you. I can't really remember any time where we had homework to do.
Oh, we had it.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
But then I remember hearing around maybe it was like the 90s, I started hearing about, because I was covering a lot of high school athletics, how much homework kids were taking home, and that it was becoming a little bit of a concern. I'm like, homework, really?
Oh, dude, we did.
That was obviously completely different than college, and that was one of the things I had to really adjust to in college. Oh, you mean I actually have to do work outside of class? Okay. But high school, junior high, grade school, I don't ever remember having homework.
Oh, dude, we had a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, but we grew up in different times.
Well, I know, but
read these chapters, do these assignments, bring them, make sure you have them for the next day.
Then what the heck are you doing when you're in school?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, you can't fit your curriculum into your 8 hours or your hour lecture, whatever they do.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
And college, you should have lots of homework.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Right.
But high school, junior high, elementary, let them just be. I say let them be kids for a while.
Yeah.
They'll never be a kid again.
Well, there are a lot of demands on young people's times, especially if you're involved in a lot of extracurricular activities. That can be really demanding, whether it's sports or band or other things. Even if you're in theater, it's amazing to me, after having gone through the process of homeschooling our children, where with the curriculum that we had, our kids typically only spent 3 to 4 hours a day doing school.
100%. Yeah.
And honestly learn more than a lot that you see come out of the public sector.
I'm going to say I agree with you, and I'm going to say that the only reason that we really do that is it could fit into our work-life schedules.
Yes.
That's the
100%. I mean, if you really look at it, public education is a massive daycare program.
Yeah. Yeah.
That also allows you to educate children, which not St. Rapides Parish, but in many places around the country, is not actually working.
And like putting our daughter into daycare, that was a big adjustment for her being at home for 2 years straight and stuff. But it's just so we can fit it into our working lives.
Right.
But she loves it.
Well,
she doesn't even want to come home half the time.
That's good. Good to know.
Yeah.
All right. Let's
socializing.
Let's take a phone call. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Hey, good morning, Alan, Stephen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
This topic, homework, education, is that setting up this generation, though, for failure at the secondary level, not being prepared or not having the tools to study outside of the classroom? Most of your universities don't even meet in person anymore. They've gone to online lessons. Professors send you your assignments, and it's your job to be self-motivated to go in and complete the work on your own and not be directly supervised or instructed by a teacher. Mm-hmm. If that's not happening at the elementary, junior high, and especially at the high school level, how does that student transition into college and have the tools, discipline, self-motivation to complete those tasks when they're not, when the educator's not there to instruct them?
Yeah, no, I think that's a fair point. And I've even had students that I've advised, like, okay, this class, they're only offering it online. how do you feel about saying, well, I don't know. I don't think I'll do well with an online class, because they'll basically admit they're not disciplined enough to remember to do the work. But I mean, really, like with the program that you use when you have an online class, it's full of reminders and lays it out step by step. The only way you can succeed in an online class is if you just don't do the work.
Well, and I mean, I've taken online classes. I was an online student at McNeese. I find it as an adult, as a grandparent now, actually, my schedule is easier to work that way. I don't have time to go sit in a classroom. Between my work and my other things, online learning is where it's moving, especially for my generation. But I just don't see how these students are motivated now to do anything but play games, sit on the couch, eat food, go hang out with friends, play on their phones. And I mean, if they're not a self-motivated, personally driven person to go succeed on their own, without the tools in place out of high school, I don't see how they're going to succeed at that level. I think it just creates a money pit of kids going to college and spending money that doesn't need to be spent because they're not prepared to take that step into the next level. And I think it's also going to hurt colleges because students aren't going to want to go put themselves through that rigorous task of going to school and doing all that extra work, per se, to get that education, unless you're just driven to be in media or a doctor or whatever you're driven to be. And there are kids out there that are self-motivated, but I just think that you're setting up a whole generation of kids for failure without giving them the essential tools, reading offline, reading stuff out of school and setting up those tools to make them successful. That's all I'm saying.
Sure.
And a quick question for Stephen. Is he going to be at Olive Garden today at 11 when they open up?
I will be. I'm going to be filming people.
Wow.
That's a big news story right now.
I guess.
Al's going to be in line too.
Yeah, no, not.
The reason I asked that because I saw his post last night about the line being out the LSUA. So that's the only reason I mentioned it.
No, that was Nick.
Miculus. Yeah.
That was Nick.
Was that Nick did that?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was y'all's best friend. I'm sorry. I got y'all confused with Nick. I'm sorry.
That's good, though. We love Nick.
And Nick also had a picture of the line, was it to one of the places that was selling crawfish?
Yeah, I posted it to the crawfish place.
Yeah. And he said
the whole crawfish part on Jackson Street.
Yeah,
that's
the line all the way back to Subway on that. Yeah, I saw that line.
Mm-hmm.
He said that post got like the most hits he's gotten in weeks and weeks. So
the most ridiculous things for me get the most hits.
Yeah. What's your all-timer again? I know you.
Last year was the Jamaica story. That's a legit story.
Yeah.
The hurricane.
Right.
Do you know now? I drive around the city of Ellick a lot, but I mean that line at that crawfish port starts at 3:00. There's people in that line starting at 3:00, ready to get the first batch that comes off at 4, because they don't open up till 4. But you would think it was a child pickup line because they start that line early. I don't need crawfish that bad to be in that line. I can promise you that.
No, I'm glad the business is doing well and people love it, but that's just not going to be me. I'm more of like a March crawfish guy.
Well, and my wife and I have decided that we're going to be order takeout at Olive Garden for quite some time because we don't even go to Texas Roadhouse because we don't want to wait an hour for food. It's easier for us to order and pick it up and go back and eat it at home.
Yep.
That's what we do too. Yep.
But I mean, I feel like, our education system is already weak and it's already, I would consider it subpar for nations. And I just don't think that's a move in the right direction personally. That's my personal opinion.
Sure.
Getting back to the topic. But I just feel like kids need to be motivated to do stuff outside of the classroom because your job is going to ask you to do things out of your work and everything else. And if you don't have those tools or not motivated to do that, I think you're just setting a whole generation up for failure.
I get that.
That's my.
No, that makes sense. And I was probably not a great student, but I was a good worker, I feel like. you know?
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
there could be different ways too, I guess.
You had the ability to be a great student. It's just you had to care about the subject. If you didn't care, it was it was like, trying to haul a mule around. Like, it's not.
And that was just being immature.
Let's be honest, that's everybody there, especially males. Males are that way. Females are different, but males are that way. If it's not in their interest block or not in their deal, they're just not motivated to do it. I mean, they're just not. That's to me, that's typical male behavior. So I mean, as a junior high student, I was a DNF student. But when I got into high school and I wanted to play baseball, I became an AB student because playing baseball was important.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it made me buckle down in the classroom, and I became a better student. Not because I couldn't in junior high, but baseball is what motivated me. My parents weren't going to allow me to play sports and not make honor roll. And I mean, that motivated me to be a better student.
You didn't want to make D's and F's and have to run suicides outside. That's what our coach would do.
Well, and seeing that's the whole thing. But I went to a very small school, and then again, there wasn't a lot of rigorous education going on. And when I left there, and I went to LC, or to LCU now, I did attend there. And when I went from there to that learning environment at LC, I was train wrecked. I mean, my GPA was so low you couldn't have dug it up with a backhoe because I didn't have the tools it took to read, to learn, to do the assignments outside of the classroom. And I mean, and that's why I think from personal experience, kids need to be challenged. They need to be challenged. You don't make it easier for them, you challenge them.
Yeah. I don't mean to cut you off here, but we got to hit this break. Great call.
Thanks, dude. You got a break coming up.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, guys. Y'all have a great day.
Great conversation. Thank you. You too. We're back right after this.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics.
This is Dr. Jonathan Hunter. At the clinics, your health is our priority. Whether it's a routine checkup or ongoing care, we are here for you. Dr. Noah Miller, our newest family medicine physician, along with 5 other dedicated family physicians, are now accepting new patients. Schedule your appointment today. And remember, if you're ever admitted to the hospital, our doctors will see you there too. Most insurance and Medicare are accepted. The Clinics, 1587 North Bolton, 445-9823, online at theclinics.us.
Hi, I'm Karen Trishelle, a proud recipient of the Louisiana Association of Broadcasters 2025 Broadcast Scholarship. If you're a Louisiana mass communication student dreaming of a career in radio or TV, listen up. The LAB is now accepting applications for the 2026 Broadcast Scholarship Program. They're awarding 2 $4,000 scholarships to students just like you. Visit broadcasters.org or call 1-800-364-7260 to apply. Deadline is January 23rd, 2026. Hope to hear you on the air soon.
You've been listening to Talkback. The opinions expressed were those of the hosts and callers, and not necessarily those of Cenlaw Broadcasting. AM 970, FM 104.9, KSYL, and KRRV 100.3, HD3, Alexandria.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Pfizer.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. A new chapter in the tense relationship between President Trump and the head of the Fed, Jerome Powell. The chairman says the Justice Department has begun a criminal investigation into the Fed's renovation at its headquarters in Washington. Correspondent Scott McFarlane reports.
The president faces accusations of politically motivated investigations. The administration denies this, but this is the latest in a series of Department of Justice probes they've launched, including those against former FBI Director James Comey and New York Attorney General Letitia James. A judge dismissed both of those cases.
Activists overseas say more than 500 people have been killed in a crackdown on protesters in Iran. President Trump has threatened U.S. strikes. Correspondent Holly Williams is at the foreign desk.
President Trump's repeatedly threatened to hit Iran hard if the regime kills protesters. A U.S. official told CBS News that Trump's been briefed on options for military strikes inside Iran.
We're looking at it very seriously. The military is looking at it, and we're looking at some very strong options.
He says Tehran has reached out to ask for talks. Nearly 15,000 workers, nurses went on strike this morning in New York City. This nurse at Mount Sinai West Hospital is among them.
They want to decrease our benefits. They want us to pay for it. And working in New York, that's a big chunk out of our paycheck, that if we have to do that. But why should we have to do that?
Nurses also demanding minimum staffing ratios and more security to reduce workplace violence. A study from the British government finds screen time is impacting toddlers' language skills.
The study notes under 5 spending around 5 hours a day in front of screens have significantly worse communication skills and vocabulary than those with the lowest screen time. Early childhood expert Felicity Gillespie says that's because language skills form during interplay between toddler and adult.
The trouble with a screen is it's a passive one-way transmission of information, which just leaves the baby or the toddler passively watching and observing.
The British government will publish guidance for parents this spring. Vicki Barker, CBS News.
One battle after another in Hamnet, the movies to beat at this year's Academy Awards. Both won Best Picture honors at a precursor to the Oscars, the Golden Globes. Hamnet's director, Chloe Zhao.
Let's keep our hearts open and let's keep seeing each other and let's keep allowing ourselves to be seen. Thank you.
Hamnet star Jessie Buckley won a Globe. Timothée Chalamet picked up his first ever for Marty Supreme. This is CBS News.
You still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Attention! Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-885-8877. 800-885-8877. Again, that's 800-885-8877.
A warning about a new scheme to hack your Instagram. CBS's Chris Mavridis.
Some really clever scammers found a way to send emails that look just like the real thing. Even the sent from address is an official Instagram domain, except when you click on the link, they got you. Instead, the experts say to check the password and security section of your account settings. If Instagram really sent you an email, the message will also show up there.
George Clooney poked a little fun at the president at last night's Golden Globe Awards over the actor's newly minted status as a French citizen.
Bonsoir, mes amis.
Don Cheadle walked on stage during Clooney's presentation and made fun of his loss to Timothée Chalamet in the Best Actor category.
Timothy, what are you, 29 now? 30 years old. 30 years old. He was 3 the last time you won.
Chalamet winning that first Golden Globe of his ever with Kylie Jenner by his side. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Louisiana Radio Network, I'm John Burns. More reaction to the new federal nutrition guidelines released last week. Here's Andrew Greenstein.
Dr. Oren Rom with LSU Health Shreveport says one thing that resonates with him about the new guidelines is how simple they are.
The prior document from 2020 was about 164 pages, and here we're talking about 10 pages.
The new guidelines urge people to eat whole foods and limit ultra-processed foods and added sugars. Dr. Rom says they also place a strong emphasis on protein.
We're talking to a significant increase to 1.2 to 1.6 grams per kilogram body weight.
In all, Rom says the new guidelines are not much different than the old guidelines. I'm Andrew Green. Greenstein.
A 17-year-old has been arrested and charged in connection with the fatal shooting of a 4-year-old in Lafayette yesterday. Lafayette police determined a 2-year-old child in the home found an unsecured loaded firearm and discharged it, striking little Blaze Rubin. We're told the teen is charged with negligent homicide and illegal possession of a handgun by a juvenile. LRN. It's a big day in New Orleans as former city councilwoman Helena Moreno is sworn in as the city's new mayor. UNO political science professor Ed Shervanack says Moreno takes over with a $22 million budget deficit and many other challenges, including an effort to stem the flow of people leaving the Crescent City.
I think one of the basic metrics that will be used to measure her success is people are not leaving the city, that actually the population is growing.
The inauguration is this morning at 9. Amtrak is boosting capacity on the Mardi Gras line this carnival season with an additional car, adding about 62 seats during peak hours. Knox Ross, chairman of the Southern Rail Commission, says since the service connecting New Orleans and Mobile, Alabama launched last August, it's been more successful than they had anticipated.
It's still running over double projection. We've gone past 60,000 riders so far. On-time performance has been excellent.
Louisiana Radio Network.
Tired of that same plumbing issue? Call Southern Air Heating and Cooling. Plumbing problems, large or small, Southern Air will fix them all. And you'll get service with no delay from certified technicians the very same day. Take advantage of our $99 drain clearing special and our 0% financing for those larger jobs. Call Southern Air Heating and Cooling at 318-777-5555 or visit us online at southernairnow.com. The official heating and cooling provider for LSU football.
What a great way to start the week. Good morning. Our forecast calls for partly sunny skies today. Afternoon highs near 55 degrees. The wind, little of any factor at all today. Partly cloudy tonight. We'll back down to about 33 for the overnight low. And then partly sunny on Tuesday. We'll warm up a little bit. Afternoon highs near 60 degrees. And by Wednesday, afternoon high temps will climb back up to 63. From the Cenla Broadcasting Weather Center, I'm Dave Grayson.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics. With 18 providers and 3 locations, someone can see you today.
It's Talkback, Central Louisiana's longest-running talk show. Whether it's the guests or the callers, Talkback is where Central Louisiana begins its conversation.
And welcome back, everyone, for hour number 2 of Talkback here on KSYL. Al Quartermont, along with Stephen Maxwell. I want to thank again the caller who ended our last hour. I love conversations like that. You call in, you actually just want to have a conversation. And I think the thing with LaSalle Parish, with their schools, is they have every right to decide to do it the way that they want to, and time will tell if that's a good thing or not. Now, I do agree with his point. I do think you have to have maybe some kind of class where you prepare students for college life. When I was a senior in high school, I remember I had to take college prep English, which was kind of stunk because I had to make a choice between taking journalism. We had a journalism class at our school, or college prep English. And I took the college prep English, and I'm glad I did, because it did definitely prepare me a little more. I was actually kind of naturally good in things like grammar and everything as well. So I probably could have skipped it, but yeah. And the journalism class, in all honesty, was a little bit more of like a blow-off class. They just kind of had fun. So.
What kind of school was that? Because unlike the last caller, went to a very small school, and we just didn't have a lot of those.
Yeah.
Besides baseball and basketball, those extracurriculars or those other kind of classes.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, our school, we had like, our senior class was about 300. So there were some good offerings. But, you know, I knew my limits. Like, as soon as I was done with, I think trigonometry was the last math class I took, because the next one you went on to was calculus. I'm like, heck no. Or science. Like, I think sophomore year biology was kind of my last science class. I don't know what it is with journalism types. We're just bad at math and science.
That's why I hate data stories.
Yeah.
You know, putting together stories on numbers.
Because they're boring.
Yeah. I don't know.
Fun with numbers. Although I was listening to Chuck Palm during America in the Morning, and he was talking about they've developed this basically robot that's less than the size of a grain of salt. I said it was fascinating what he was, And he was reading like the description of it, and it was very, very, very techy. But yet I'm like, and then they can reproduce these for like less than a penny.
Mm.
I was like, wow. We don't even know. We don't even know what's coming. I mean, we're just on the precipice. We're just on the forefront of how supercomputers, quantum computers, artificial intelligence, all of this is about to change the world. Have you read anything about the invasion we did, the coordinated invasion we did in Venezuela?
Mm-hmm. The sonic.
Yeah, they were saying
or something.
Like they were interviewing somebody that was there, like a Venezuelan soldier or something, and the way he was describing it, they don't even know what it was, but it like basically disabled everyone that was there to where our guys could just walk in and get them and go. It's some kind of mystery weapon. And his message was, don't mess with the U.S. because their military is so strong right now, which I love hearing that.
But there's no shock, right?
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was just, he kind of laughed it off, and people are like, oh, we're falling, and we're weak, and China's going to destroy us. I'm like, come on.
Yeah.
Like, we don't really know, but I find that hard to believe. And there's still a lot of questions about that whole situation. So I think someone in the administration, like, posted it, but they didn't say it was true or not. So it'd be interesting to hear more.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Let's not give away all our secrets.
Yeah, I can't tell everybody what's going on. So, yeah. I don't know. Homework or not, we'll see. I mean, I think the kids that do the extra work are going to excel like they always have.
Yeah.
You know, academically.
No, I think, senior year, there should be at least a class or two that always prepares you to take that next step. And I'm sure there are.
And I think that's what Rapides Parish is focused on. They have these different, I forgot what the word is, but, you have your tracks that you're going on starting in like 10th grade. And you're kind of building up towards that because not everyone is going to be studying in college.
Right.
Actually, there's been a push to do other things.
Yeah. Well, even while you're in school, doing like dual enrollment or even like interns, apprenticeships, that's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
So
that's the most important thing you can do when you're in college.
Yeah.
Just try and even work for free in your field.
Yep.
That you're interested in.
Yep. Especially if you go into journalism, you'll work for free for a long time.
I had someone reach out to me like, I really want to be a broadcast news anchor. Wow. Like, what do I do? I'm in college. I was like, I would just work really hard to get an internship.
Yeah.
That's the most important thing you can do. And, then see if you want to put up with it.
Exactly.
Warning.
Right. Okay, let's go to the phones. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Hey, good morning. Thank you for taking my call. I wanted to push back a little bit. Stephen said that it was kind of, he didn't say it was outrageous, but he kind of said that, thinking we were weak for this display the other day was ludicrous. It's not that we were weak under the Democrats, it's that we were impotent. And our military endeavors under Democrats proves it. I mean, we saw what happened with Carter when he tried to rescue the hostages in Iran. We saw Mogadishu, Somalia under Clinton, and we saw Afghanistan under Biden. And it's not that we were weak, it's that we had power that we could not use adequately because of the leadership. We love sports. Everybody's seen the team that comes to the field loaded with talent, but a weaker team with a better coach defeats that team. And it's not just in facing the Giants or movies. It happens in real life. And so our military is awesome right now, but part of it is because it's focused, because the people at the top are all about about America first. And so in light of that, I wanted to actually look backwards. That was the intention of my call to Friday when we were discussing things. The caller, I don't know his name, but the guy that knows everything about everything, not the new boss, but the old boss, he mentioned, he talked about Crispus Attucks and, the first American to die at the Boston Massacre. And then Stephen mentioned the Boston Tea Party. And that's great. All those were accurate. But near the end of the show, right at the end, when you were talking about this Boston Tea Party, it seemed like y'all were making a link to the civil disobedience of today that we're seeing with ICE. And I wanted to say that I'd already burned my call for the day. Actually, I think I'd called twice. But those two groups are opposite. That is not the same thing. Oh, yeah. What happened to the Boston Tea Party was civil disobedience, but it was it was a patriotic civil disobedience. You know, they broke a lock to get into the hold of that ship. And the next day, they sent a courier with a letter and the money to pay for a new lock. What they focused their violence on. They didn't go steal Nikes. They didn't go steal TV sets. They didn't burn any buildings down. They threw that tea because the British wanted to tax the Americans, and the British exchequer of the Treasury had worked it out so that the price of tea in America would actually have gone down had they paid the tax. But they did not want to allow the president to be set that a group that they had no representation in could tax them. And so they were willing to throw that tea and then take the whirlwind that came from it into the ocean. So I would hesitate before I would compare our founding fathers to the people who are fighting the ICE deportation today. They are not the same. They are actually diametrically opposed. These people are advocating anarchy, and they're advocating rule by force. They're saying we don't like the immigration laws that America currently has passed, and so we are going to fight them. And they use that rhetoric in all of their talks to each other. So I want to make that distinction because I have a lot of respect for those guys that came before us, and I feel an intense responsibility to honor them by how I live this life and the freedoms that I enjoy. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. But that weapon that they used was awesome. One of the advantages of having a pastor who was ex-military, he was explaining it to us yesterday at lunch, and that's incredible. Now, my daughter is concerned because she said, now, how could we ever stand up against the government with that kind of force? With the Second Amendment? Well, no, the government already had overwhelming force in that way. You know, like Joe Biden liked to say, I'd like to see you stand up to a tank or a F-16 fighter jet with your Second Amendment. Well, no, we can't. That our Second Amendment keeps us safe because as a people, there's no way they can take us all. Right. But yes, they've always had.
Well, and look at the difference, like with what's going on in Iran right now. I mean, once they ramp up their fight back against the people protesting, by estimates, at least 500 people were killed this week. But there's nothing they can fight or defend themselves with.
Right.
Which is disturbing, to say the least. So. All right, thanks, man. Appreciate your thoughts.
All right, thanks. Have a great day. Bye.
Yeah, I don't think you were comparing.
I don't know what the heck he's talking about. I don't remember.
I think like right at the end of the show, we made a comment somewhere along the line of, but we're talking about like the right to protest all the way back to the Tea Party. You know, it was something like that.
It wasn't slandering Thomas Jefferson or anything. I don't know what's going on
either.
So
no, but
I have to go back and listen.
Yeah. I didn't take it in any way, but no, I mean, this thing that we're seeing with the coordinated protests across the country, I mean, like I said on Friday, it's AstroTurf protests. It's not really organic. But
I mean, I haven't, like I said, I kind of tuned out of the news this weekend, but it hasn't been that crazy, has it?
In Minnesota, like they had people that were going around to the hotels that were trying to get into the hotels where they knew like ICE officers were staying. Yeah. I mean, they're just leftist loons.
Well, you didn't hear me stick up for it, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
Everyone, I think we have always made the premise: everyone has the rights under our Constitution, obviously, to peacefully protest. But this is beyond protest. This is just coordinated opposition being funded by leftists, and more starting to come out in terms of whose money is behind all of this. And so I'm sure we'll see more in the days to come.
That's literally what I said last week. I'm pretty sure.
You had 2 NBA coaches that were asked about, or somehow it came up. Glenn Doc Rivers of the Bucks, Steve Kerr of the Warriors. And they both said the same thing, that this was a woman who was shot and killed, who was murdered by an ICE officer while she was on her way home from work. That's not true at all. That's not even slightly true. I don't know where people get their information sometimes. Clearly, they're selective about what they read and hear or want to read and hear. But Steve Kerr, it's no surprise. He's been, whatever. So,
yeah.
But it's not who I'm going to base my opinions on.
Yeah.
Wonder what Steve Kerr thinks.
I think the average American is kind of tired of the scenes like that we're seeing.
Yeah,
So.
I agree 100%. All right, we'll take a break. More coming up.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics. With 18 providers and 3 locations, someone can see you today.
Hello, I'm Sarah Kramer of Kramer Funeral Home. Funerals don't just signify that a life has ended. They celebrate that a life was lived and loved. At Kramer Funeral Home, we understand the importance of celebrating a life well lived. And since no two people are alike, no two funerals should be alike. We will assist you step by step in creating a meaningful service that honors your loved one's unique life. Let us, the staff at Kramer Funeral Home, be your personal guide.
Hey, it's Matt Moscona inviting you to join us for Monday's AFR, presented by Relief Windows. We'll catch you up with everything that happened over the weekend in the transfer portal, and college football's national championship game will be set. Knock it around. Join us 3 to 6. Alexandria's 94.7 ESPN.
A message from Israel Air Conditioning and Heating.
Yeah, my mama, she told me to pick up and call Israel Air.
She told me Israel Air. She told me.
She said they'll come running with comfort beyond compare.
And a very fair price.
Because you know we're all about your comfort, no troubles. Call 442-6657. That's 442-6657. We're all about your comfort,
If you'd like to take part in the show today, call the BOM Bank Talk line at 442-8255. That's 442-TALK. And remember, if you're looking to purchase or refinance your home, call Christina Bagwell at the BOM Bank Mortgage Department at 448-2430.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. Now back to Talkback.
All right, we are back. Alan Stephen with you here on this Monday morning. It's a wee bit chilly outside, so make sure you have your coat as you leave the house today. Let's go back to the phones. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
You know, the video going around of the three minutes before that woman got shot.
Yes.
Did you see that?
3 minutes before?
Yeah.
Where?
3 minutes before she got shot.
I've seen so many videos. Is that the one where she was like driving up to it, or explain?
No, there was something going on. There's something going on down that street. ICE was doing something that she didn't like, so she turned her car crossways in the street. And she was planning on not letting ICE out, and that's what initiated the whole thing.
I know that ICE had been conducting a lot of operations in Minneapolis the days leading up to that. They had arrested over 1,000 people with criminal records that had been allowed into the country. And Bill Malutian from Fox shared a news release from, it was either ICE or Homeland Security on Friday, that listed who some of these people are that they took into custody and the horrific crimes that they've been involved in terms of even things like sex trafficking and trafficking of children and all these kinds of things. It's just remarkable to me that you have people who are trying to stop ICE from making our country safer and better. It's just, yeah, it's crazy.
Hey, well, you know, back in the 60s, you know, the police used to tear gas on hippies that made them throw up.
Wow.
And it was, I thought it was hilarious because the hippies used to wear these gas masks.
Yeah.
And they used to throw up in a gas mask. It didn't matter.
Huh. Wow.
And sports made them stop using that. Anyway, y'all have a great day.
Thanks, man. Appreciate you. All right, 318-442-8255 is our phone number here on the BOM Bank Talk line. So you have, we have the protests that are happening around the country. I know that there was a small one in Alexandria yesterday. I think they said there were around 40 people. And that one was just people holding signs or whatever. That's fine, But what's going on in Minneapolis, Portland, of course, again. There was an incident in Portland, I think, Friday as well, where two guys tried to ram ICE with their vehicle. Turned out they were members of the Trendia Agua gang.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Venezuelan gang. So,
yeah, I mean, I don't know how many times we've said this. You have a right to peacefully protest. You don't have a right to impede officers doing their lawful duties.
Yep.
This is what the American people voted for. It's pretty obvious. Portland and Minneapolis probably didn't, but the American people did.
Yeah.
And so, do they need accountability? Yes. Do they need to be under a microscope? 100%. That's the American way. But you protest peacefully. You let them do their jobs, and don't attack them. When it comes to the situation in Minneapolis with the woman who was shot, I'm letting it go through the court system. Every time I make an opinion, there's a new video come out the next day. So it's a tough one. It's difficult. I hate that she had to die, and I hate that ICE officers feel like they're in danger. I'm going to let it go through the court system.
Yeah, to your point,
y'all can argue it.
There was a video that came out late Friday where it showed from his I think it was his cell phone camera that was on, and it shows the wife outside the vehicle basically egging her on. And she, right before she hits the gas, you can see her looking at him, and then she gets this devious smile on her face and then punches it. And you hear him kind of scream when he's hit, and then so.
Yeah, I just couldn't imagine, me personally, different situations, different things that people are consuming, going through something like that.
Yeah.
And I had a conversation with people, if they tell you to get out the car, get out the car.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. I know we'll continue to hear more about it.
I didn't know that we equated them to the our patriotic founding fathers. If that was our intention, that was not what we were doing.
I don't think you did at all.
You know me, I'm not really going to criticize that too much.
No. So meanwhile, halfway around the world, we've got what's happening in Iran with people who are protesting, who literally are being shot and killed for just protesting. Not because they're impeding police or trying to hit them with their vehicle. And I'll tell you, the women of Iran are showing more acts of courage and bravery than all these so-called feminists that we see in America combined. These are women that are taking off their burqas. I don't know if you've seen the videos or the pictures.
Some of them. Yeah.
Taking off their burqas. They're holding up a picture of the Ayatollah, lighting a cigarette, and then burning it. And they know if they're found and caught, what awaits them. Death would be a kindness to them if they're found. So, and I'm seeing, I don't know, it feels like that story is not getting the coverage that it should be. Similar to like all of the Christian persecution that's happening in countries like Nigeria, in Africa. They're just not drawing the attention of the big media for whatever reason. You get light mentions of it, but man, this is where Twitter is so valuable. And Elon, I know, has been sending Starlink equipment to the people there because they're in a total blackout.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why does the regime want a total blackout? So that people don't see their nefarious deeds, that the atrocities they're about to commit on their own people. But I am so inspired and just blown away by the courage that especially a lot of these younger Iranians are showing. There's a lady that posted a video the other day. I don't know if she's in America. I don't think she's in Iran. She might be, but she put out a video that talks about the background that people don't really realize, because people think of Iran as a, quote, Muslim country, which it is now, but it is not traditionally. Iran, they were Persians, and they weren't Arabs, they weren't Islamic. She talks about how the religion they actually subscribed to, they were called Zoroastrians. I had never really heard much about that, but now you have the people there that are chanting for the Shah to come back, which one of the seminal news events of when I was young was when our embassy in Iran was taken over by the Iranians there and held our people hostage for, I can't remember how long. It was like over a year, I believe, because one of the guys was from Milwaukee, or from Wisconsin, and his mom was constantly being interviewed in the local media. So that story had our attention. And I'll never forget the way I felt. They announced this in class when I was in my sophomore year of high school. The day that Reagan was going to be inaugurated, they announced it over the PA speaker that the Iranians were letting our hostages go free. And now we know why. They didn't want to mess around with Reagan. So I don't know. I'm praying for the people of Iran, praying that they can overcome this brutal, wicked dictator regime that has forced people into a religion that they wanted no part of. If a religion is meant to be, then it should grow on its own organically, not through the use of force, rape, torture, massacre, enslavement. And that's what's happened to a lot of the people in Iran over the last 50 years. All right, we'll take a break. More coming up.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. Federal Reserve Chair Jay Powell says the central bank has been served grand jury subpoenas from the Justice Department threatening criminal indictment. The unprecedented move by the Trump administration marks an escalation of the president's longstanding feud with Powell. Powell says the action is related to his June congressional testimony on ongoing renovations of the Fed's headquarters. Moderna says its COVID business in the U.S. did better than expected last year, a rare bright spot for the vaccine maker. The number of people in the U.S. getting COVID shots fell 26% in 2025. The company had predicted it could drop as much as 40%. And a merger that'll shake up the airline industry. Allegiant has agreed to buy Sun Country Airlines in a deal valued at $1.5 billion. The combined airline brings together Allegiant's presence in small and mid-sized markets with Sun Country's larger cities. The low-cost airlines have been under pressure with larger carriers like United offering basic economy fares. Erica Herskowitz, Bloomberg Radio.
Attention all real estate agents, property owners, and lenders. When you or a client needs a real estate attorney, call the professionals at Thompson Law Firm. Whether the legal matter is basic or complex, the Thompson Law Firm can accurately guide you or your client to a successful outcome. That's why numerous industry professionals have trusted the Thompson Law Firm for years. They also handle estate planning, successions, and business law. Call them at 473-0052. I am a paid non-client attorney spokesperson.
Gumbo weather is here, so come get you a hot and hearty bowlful at Wilmore's Mobile and Sub Express. It's your quick in and quick out headquarters for lunch. It's right there on the corner of North MacArthur and Bayou Rapides. Come get you some gumbo or choose from a selection of crisp, fresh salads. Try one of their hot or cold sub sandwiches made your way. And don't forget their hamburgers. Give Wilmore's Mobile and Sub Express a try for lunch on North MacArthur Drive at Bayou Rapides Road.
What a great way to start the week. Good morning. Our forecast calls for partly sunny skies today. Afternoon highs near 55 degrees. The wind, little of any factor at all today. Partly cloudy tonight. We'll back down to about 33 for the overnight low. And then partly sunny on Tuesday. We'll warm up a little bit. Afternoon highs near 60 degrees. And by Wednesday, afternoon high temps will climb back up to 63. From the Cenla Broadcasting Weather Center, I'm Dave Grayson.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO. To take part in the show, call 442-8255. That's 442-TALK. Talk back.
All right, we're back. Alan Stephen with you here on this Monday morning. Our number, 318-442-8255.
You were talking about Zoroastrianism. That was one of the most powerful, widespread religions back in the day, a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very interesting. Yeah.
So
I think they also had a messianic figure that would be born of a virgin too, and it's very interesting.
I bet our guy Dave, UPS Dave, knows too that that area of Persia had a lot of influence from Daniel when he was in captivity during the Babylonian captivity, and relating it all the way down to when Christ was born, and the Magi came from that area. They were from that area. So, yeah, it's pretty fascinating. Man, I just hope that they can get it done.
There's some things they say, like the Magi, the wise men from the east of Matthew's Gospel, or widely to believe to be Zoroastrian priest.
Yes.
Who knows? It's just interesting. You know, a lot of that stuff is not confirmed or anything, but a lot of different beliefs on that.
Yeah.
So, Yeah, I think they were one of the most powerful back in the day. Anyway, horrible what's going on over there.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, man, the courage I'm seeing so many women over there put forward, I mean, it's something.
That's real problems.
Yeah.
Real problems.
Exactly.
And then you're seeing people targeted over in Venezuela too.
Yeah.
Dealing with real problems. And, yeah. It's tough stuff. And you're just seeing more of it now because of social media.
Right.
And other stories that probably wouldn't have made the news back in the day. So, like I say, I think it's a net positive that we have social media and the internet.
No doubt. And you know, someone who I think history will record one day as an incredibly influential, almost revolutionary figure in America is going to be Elon Musk. I mean, just every day, the things that he posts on Twitter, like he'll find the things that bring attention to issues no one else is talking about. Interesting dude, man, that guy. I mean, a lot of people make this point. I agree. Would a lot of what's happened the last couple of years have happened had he not bought Twitter and kind of ended the censorship and restored accounts and all of these things that under the previous ownership, it had gotten so bad, blatantly bad. And now you're seeing the way he can utilize it, for influence. It's interesting. It'll be studied for years, I believe.
Well, maybe so.
Yeah.
I mean, the world's richest man's going to be studied.
Yeah. Yeah, really.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I get on X every once in a while. It's not my favorite, but I like it.
Yeah. I find myself probably on it too much.
Oh, I can tell.
Yeah. You can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just depends what mood you're in.
Right.
Sometimes X, sometimes TikTok. Facebook is the one I'm on the most, just because it's the best local gossip.
I just have not taken the TikTok dive. I don't know if I ever will. I might, but
it's more videos, obviously.
Yeah.
So it is videos.
Yeah.
Yeah. Breaking news, I'm usually going to X. That's what I go to.
Right. Yeah, you can find a lot of... You just find stuff that no one else is covering. And I appreciate that.
It's amazing how much has changed, too, because I remember back in the day, like in 2000, 10, 9, when Twitter was kind of taken off or brand new. There's like this big controversy, and everyone was like, oh, this is so cool, because Les Miles was tweeting during a game. And
yeah.
Like that was so novel and interesting.
Right.
And
then I think when Donald Trump started utilizing it in 2015.
He is president because of Twitter.
Yeah.
100%.
Well, I know a lot of young people at the time were really drawn into him by that too. And this last election, he used a lot of what people are consuming now, which are podcasts. And how huge that's become.
Well, I mean, that's how you reach a lot of people.
Yep.
And it was such a big deal, and it was one of the biggest controversies after. Like, why didn't so-and-so go on this podcast? And why aren't you trying to reach people here? And so that media's changed, and that's why I'm kind of like, I kind of roll my eyes at, why isn't the media covering this? I'm like, I don't think anyone actually cares for the most part.
Yeah.
It just doesn't have the same weight, same pull.
It doesn't. Well, I know like last night they had the Golden Globe Awards. I haven't seen anything about it. Like, no buzz.
Dude, if you're not actively looking for something anymore, it's very easy to just not know what's going on, too, at the same time.
Yeah.
Because it's going to an algorithm that it thinks you like and kind of blocks some other things. I didn't know the Golden Globes were happening. I didn't see anything on football. I had to remember last night to check the scores. And
wow.
Yeah. Just kind of goes off what it thinks you want.
Yeah. That's true, because now I'm seeing in my feed are Iranian women talking about breaking free.
Yeah, X will do that too. He kind of knows, like all of X's on mine is American and international politics. And so you kind of get wrapped up in that. And you got to be careful too, because you get wrapped up in a certain topic, and then you kind of feel outraged about something and realize it's not as big.
There's an Iranian woman sharing a post someone put on X for people to stop sharing a video of women speaking out in Iran. She said, we should not be publicly sharing those who are suffering from internalized Islamophobia. So she's basically saying that women protesting in Iran are suffering from Islamophobia. And of course, it's like a white American woman.
Interesting. Jeez. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah. Did you see the video? Okay, he's one of the commanders with ICE. He spent time in New Orleans. I remember seeing him. He was out on the street and people loved him. He's a really engaging guy. He just looks like one of those hardcore military dudes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he's in Minneapolis right now, and he got into a conversation with one of the Democrat state representatives. Maybe I can find it and play for you because it is actually fascinating to watch. Just the difference of mindset.
Really?
Yeah. I'll see if I can find it. All right, we'll take a quick break. More coming up.
KSYL.
For over 35 years, Security Metal Roofing has been Cenla's trusted name for metal buildings and roofing. When it comes to the highest quality materials at rock-bottom prices and top-tier service, nobody does it better. And don't worry, great prices doesn't mean cutting corners. Our Cool Chemistry color sheeting comes with a 40-year warranty, plus the peace of mind that comes with a team that has over 150 years of combined experience. From sheeting and red iron to roll-up doors and insulation, you get more for your money at Security Metal Roofing. Whether you need a new roof, carport, or are building your dream shop, we're here to help every step of the way. Apples to apples, we won't be undersold, and that's a guarantee. Call 445-0223 for your quote today, or visit us at Security Metal Roofing on Masonic Drive in Alexandria, or online at securitymetalroofing.com. Security Metal Roofing, your local experts in metal roofing and buildings, where quality, service, and price come together.
Got a big day ahead of you? Then it's best to fuel up with some of Cenla's best at Bricato's restaurant. Walk right in and just smell that home-style cooking. Place your order, take a seat, and do breakfast right till 9:30 this morning. Get fresh biscuits, eggs any way you like them, melt-in-your-mouth pancakes, grits, hash browns, sausage, bacon, even wraps and sandwiches. And don't forget their fresh brewed coffee. Bricato's restaurant. 28 West, right across from the Coliseum. Your breakfast is waiting for you.
970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYL. Now back to Talkback.
I'm still trying to find that clip, but while I do, and hearing that funky disco music, we've had a theme to our music this morning. We've had a number of disco selections. Stephen, have you ever danced to disco music?
Not really.
Really?
I don't think so.
But I know you're a dancer. How do I know? Because you are about to make your second career appearance in Dancing with the Cenla Stars.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot, I guess. We have 2 months to do it, and we haven't even practiced yet.
All right. So tell me more about this. Like, what's the story here?
It's just the little competition they do, raising money for Alexandria Country Day School. And so local people throughout the community team up and have a little competition. You can buy tickets and tables. And if you want to buy, put my name on there.
So who's your partner?
My wife.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a good dancer, and hopefully she can carry the team.
Wait, wasn't your partner last time Trish?
No, Christy Close.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Trish was like one of our coaches or something.
I got you. I just remember that picture where there was 3 of you, and it was you and Trish, and then that other lady.
She was like I don't know what they called them, like coaches or whatever.
Gotcha.
Or representative.
Did Trish have you dancing to like hair metal?
No, it was, our song was like Backstreet's Back or Right or something. So.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't pick anything.
Like
I just.
Backstreet Boys?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So.
Okay. What are you going to dance to this time? You
Man,
guys
I don't
should
think I can tell you.
So I like some Latin salsa.
A little bit, but I don't know what salsa is, but it's Latin kind of. But it's a song everyone knows. So, but I can't tell you what it is. Or I can tell you off air.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm allowed to.
So who are some of the other people that are going to be competing against you? Do you know?
You can see on the ACS Facebook page. I know the guys who run the Alexandria Emergency Hospital there. John Neal, who's principal at Pineville. I ran into him the other day, and I was like, hey, how's it going? Y'all been practicing? He's like, yeah, we had one or two. He goes, I'm worried, man. I just don't have, it's not in me. I was like, oh, dude, you won't be as bad as me, so don't even worry about it. So I go into it knowing that I'm going to not be good, and I have a good partner, and I just do it because you got to do things that make you a little uncomfortable sometimes.
Just let her do her thing.
Exactly. I'll just be like the statue she danced around or something, you know?
Exactly.
Because she's good.
Ooh.
But we have our first practice tomorrow.
She's your secret weapon, man.
100%. So I'll start posting stuff eventually.
Wow.
Yeah.
The more I find out about your wife, the more I'm impressed.
Oh, yeah, she's a good dancer. Yeah. But I mean, I think most Venezuelans are, to be honest with you.
Is that right? Okay. Yeah. Okay, I found the clip. And this is the border commander. His name is Greg Bavino. You probably might remember him from when he was in New Orleans. Greg Bavino, he's talking with a Democrat Minnesota lawmaker. They don't have her name here, but just listen to the conversation for a little bit, and it gives you an idea of what we're kind of dealing with. Oops, gonna play. Where's the audio?
You have a right to have various.
Yeah, for you cursing like that as state representative, Sarah, did your parents teach you that? Or where did you learn foul language? That's a simple question. I'm asking you, guys. Simple question there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where did you learn how to
Learn how to-
analyze human beings?
Yeah, you know, it's very interesting when we make the community safer. Your residents think it's, but you don't know that as a representative. I do.
Could you explain to me why
I'll tell you
you
later,
are
immigration
not,
enforcement.
why are you not arresting criminals? Why are so few of the people that you have arrested and detained and deported people with criminal records?
They're all criminals. They've all crossed the border illegally.
Crossing the border illegally is a civil offense.
No, 18 U.S.C. 1325 illegal entry. That's a federal crime. Yes.
That's still considered civil immigration enforcement.
Just kind of the arrogance that she speaks with, you know? Like, it actually is a federal crime. Well, it's right now she's checking her phone for something.
How is deporting construction workers protecting public safety?
Deporting illegal aliens and criminals, making America a safer place. Double-digit drops in crime. Have you looked at your statistics nationwide? Or you don't care about
Over the last, like,
Since we've been conducting, yes. Double-digit drops in crime.
correlation is not causation.
When we're there, that does cause that. Yeah, what causes it then?
Well, I don't know. I saw a
You
crime
don't know,
recently, and the
exactly.
crime was ICE shooting
Exactly.
a woman
Mm-hmm.
who was a bystander.
You don't drive a 2,000-pound missile. They're an ICE agent. You won't have an outcome that you don't agree with. Representative.
Yeah, well, I thought that law enforcement was supposed to be trained in de-escalation.
And that is, they did. They
Shooting
did.
someone in the face is not de-escalation.
Man. So it goes on for a couple more minutes, but you kind of get the gist. And he was very patient, I thought. Correlation is not causation. Actually, in this case, it is.
Who was that he was talking to?
She's a Democrat Minnesota lawmaker.
Oh, a state lawmaker.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
A little exhausting, isn't it?
Yes.
Keeping up with it all.
I know. It is.
Just got to pick one topic and
Yeah.
stick with it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see if I can find her name. I don't know. It doesn't matter what your name is, as The Rock would say.
Well,
all right.
Let it go and through the court system and we'll find out.
There you go. There you go. All right. So what do you got on the agenda for covering today?
Olive Garden, talking with someone about some carbon capture legislation. And I had something else, but I'm going to have to cut out a little early today. I got some stuff to get done. But
early from this show or early?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah. No, just other stuff from my work day.
You're free to go in 10 minutes.
I was hoping to cut out early.
All right, we have another call coming in. Let's take this. Good morning. You're on Talkback.
Boy, there's lots of different things to talk about. But you remember that big explosion they had of some sort of a petroleum type plant in the Hammond region?
Yes.
Well, I interact with an legislator who's over there who basically is a environmentally oriented lady. And she tells me that the plant that blew up had never had an air inspection, or no, an air permit.
Wow.
Now, you've certainly seen the photos and so forth from the site and everything that's going up. And we're not talking about a couple of tanks that blew up. We're talking about a huge facility. And no air permit.
Wow.
I mean, that place had not just been operating for a week or two. Now, okay, who's responsible for them not having an air permit? Well, certainly somebody is responsible, but is that somebody still living? Or how can you get the person or the agency responsible, I guess DEQ, how can you hold them responsible? Put somebody under the jail. I mean, it's just, it's sort of like the whole system of those luring centers in Minneapolis.
Yeah. I don't know.
But here's my take on what happened with that woman. She was being surrounded by several different cops, ICE people. And you can't look 360 degrees. She's getting excited. She's been there, 4 minutes? They probably have some kind of a rule or a suggestion that you move every so many minutes. And she just couldn't basically see around herself. She was excited and she hit the gas. And that's when the guy, who apparently legitimately, in my opinion, feared for his life, popped her.
I don't know. That last video that came out, like I said, it was late Friday, and you can see her wife outside the vehicle filming the whole thing and egging her on. And there was a phrase she uttered right before the woman got this look on her face, smile on her face, looking right in the police officer's face, and then floors it. And that angle and that audio and that video, to me, really gave a much more complete story than anything else I've seen.
Well, it's like a lot of things. People have their minds made up, and it doesn't matter whether the facts are true or not, or what the facts are. And apparently, there is a group of people that think it's more important to keep criminals in this country than it is to go after them.
Yep. I don't get it, but all right. Well, thank you for the call this morning.
Sure.
Appreciate it. We'll be right back.
Talkback is sponsored by The Clinics.
This is Dr. Jonathan Hunter with The Clinics. We provide primary, family, and chronic care along with gastroenterology, podiatry, with on-site lab and x-ray services. I'm pleased to welcome family physician Dr. Noah Miller to our team. We are currently accepting new patients and same-day appointments are available. If you're admitted into the hospital, our doctors will see you there as well. Most insurance and Medicare are accepted. The Clinics on North Bolton, 445-9823, and online at theclinics.us.
Have a Class A or B CDL? Want to drive a local route every day? If you said yes, then you're who we're looking for.
Waste Connections of Alexandria, Natchitoches, and Lafayette is hiring drivers with CDL license. You'll get competitive wages, paid vacations, a company stock program, a 401k with company match, medical, dental, vision, life, and disability insurance, and a local route with you at home with your family every night. Apply now at wasteconnections.com/employment. That's wasteconnections.com.
It's Talkback, 970 AM, 104.9 FM, KSYO.
All right, just a couple minutes left in the show. This is usually a time where Brad calls us and gets into a deep topic that we have to cut him off on. We love you, Brad, if you're listening. He's probably cracking up as I say that.
He's celebrating his team's win.
I don't know if I guess he'd be a Bears fan.
Maybe.
Yeah, he's not a Cubs fan. He's a White Sox fan. So that's why I like him. Speaking of the Cubs, did you see who they signed over the weekend?
Nope.
Alex Bregman.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Interesting. I haven't heard that name in a while.
Well, he was on the Red Sox last year. Had a pretty nice season, actually. And the conventional thinking was the Red Sox were going to bring him back. But apparently they didn't offer the same amount of money the Cubs did.
I was still thinking he was with Houston. I had no idea.
No.
Interesting.
So we'll see.
Is Altuve still with Houston?
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah, I think he'll be a career guy. I don't think they'll ever get rid of him. I think he'll retire as an Astro.
Nice.
Yeah.
Baseball, I bet you're missing it.
Well, we're just a few weeks away from the start of spring training.
That's what's annoying about baseball. You don't have enough time to miss it.
Yeah.
It's such a long season.
Well, I mean, like, look at the NFL. They keep it year-round, something in the news year-round. Because you go right from, the Super Bowl, the playoffs in the Super Bowl, to a few weeks later, all of a sudden you have the combines with all the college talent being scouted, and then people start speculating and getting ready for the draft, and they have like the big schedule reveal and all these things that they do in the off season. And then you have like the little mini camps and all of that. So whatever sport it is, they try to keep it in the news 24/7, it seems like.
America needs a new pastime. We need a new sport. Something else to do.
What do you think that should be?
Maybe like actual gladiators.
Oh, I know what I was going to tell you about with what I thought was cool with Shreveport. On Saturday, we went to this park, and all the playground equipment is kind of raised, and they did that more for like special needs kids. Have you ever been to that one?
Maybe. You know what the name of it was? I'm trying to think. There's a bunch of parks there. Nice parks.
It's kind of in that neighborhood where like Broadmoor Baptist Church is, like right down the street.
Oh, so it's right across the street from it?
Not across, but it's sort of down the road.
Well, it makes sense because that's where they have the like the autism walk and stuff too. So maybe that is the one right there.
Yeah, I think that is. There's like a trail there and like a football field.
Yeah, I think
there
so.
were a bunch of guys that were showing up to play rugby.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shreveport's really not a bad place. I'd move back there again if, all heck broke loose here. I had to go somewhere. So
yeah.
I don't think the TV station would take me back, but I'll do something else.
There are other TV stations there.
Yeah, that's true.
At least you have like choices there. You have like 3 places you could work.
3 television stations, yeah. One of them still family owned. Very, very rare in the world of television.
Yeah.
So, kind of like us, with a few family-owned places left.
Well, I've heard WBRZ out of Baton Rouge doing a lot of commercials talking about how they're family-owned and a lot of their people that work there grew up in the area. So, trying to combat that corporate giant, I guess.
Good luck competing with the other station there. You never know, though.
Never know.
Never know.
All right. Tomorrow it's Nathan and Steven. It'll be our Pineville segment. And also we'll have a little preview for you of the upcoming Arbor Day tree giveaway. Steven, if you were a tree, what kind of tree would you be?
A ficus.
A ficus. That checks out.
You ever
You've
seen
been
that
listening to Talkback. The opinions expressed were those of the hosts and callers, and not necessarily those of Cenla Broadcasting.
AM 970, FM 104.9, KSYL, and KRRV 100.